What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. I'm gonna talk to you about something today. Something that's gonna make a huge shift in the way you see things. This could be the catalyst. This could be the mindset shift that will allow you to keep going forward. Despite the the failures, despite the setbacks that you suffered through your life, through business, through relationship, through whatever you're trying to accomplish. Through your career as a sportsman, as a fighter, as an athlete. You know, um, through your journey to just get fit and get in shape, or get sober, or get rid of your vices. Whatever it is, I'm gonna share with you a mindset change that will literally give you the boost you need, and will literally make you see things in a different light, and is going to ensure that you keep moving forward until you get your result. Okay, I'm promising a lot in this video. I hope I'm gonna deliver. Okay. So I'm here in the port, just having a coffee, and I thought, why not bring the stuff with me and make you a video from here, change the spot a little bit. And the idea is this: so when you're on your journey to accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish, reaching your goal, you if your goal is big enough, you're gonna, as we said in previous videos, you're gonna face some mountains. Yeah, you're going to get hit by what people call failure. Okay, you're going to be challenged. Things are not going to be that easy, and you might uh, you might hit a setback. You might hit a detour. You might hit a detour. A detour is like basically when you're going somewhere, you're going in a direction, then something hits you and makes you go another way. Okay, and you think you're failing. You think, oh, this is a failure. Fuck, I didn't make it. No, it's not a failure. It's a failure when you quit. If you quit on your goal, if you surrender, if you say, you know what, I had enough, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to continue trying, this is when you fail. Okay, this is when you fail, and this failure can only exist if you have complete ignorance in the laws of the universe. You don't understand it yet, you don't know it, you didn't experience it, you haven't experienced using the laws to your favor and trying to work things out in order to get what you want. You haven't tried it yet, it hadn't worked for you yet. Okay, maybe your subconscious programming is still not there yet, you still have a lot of resistance. Your environment, most likely your environment is shit. Your environment is dragging you backwards, you don't even realize it, you don't understand how important is that in your way towards achieving your goal. However, the idea that I want to share with you today is that the detours, I call them detours, you call them failures. Okay, the failures, they're not failures, they're just detours. Okay, and if you continue, you're gonna find a way to get there. Maybe it's not what you thought at the start, most likely it's not what you thought it's going to be. Okay, it's gonna come from somewhere else, somewhere maybe you don't even expect, and that's fine. Okay, but the idea of today is that these micro detours, I'm gonna call them failures, so you can understand what you consider failures. They can cause you to lower your self-esteem, they can literally damage your self-image if you consider them as really failures. Okay, if you, each time you hit that challenge and that detour and thing that you had planned for didn't work, and you consider that as a failure, you're gonna be completely damaged, you're gonna be destroyed. you know a lot of people are like this. This is a trap that a lot of people fall into. They get completely, their self-image gets down because they're trying, they're giving it their best, and it's this constant constant things aren't working out. Listen, let me tell you something. When I was trading, it is, I had experience firsthand in trading. I know exactly how it feels, because when you're trading, ask any successful trader, when he makes like 100 trades, let's say 100 trades, he opened 100 trades. Okay, the best traders in the world, maybe 30% of those trades are winning, and the rest, they're losing trades. Okay, I mean, when I say 30, I'm exaggerating. Okay, so most of the time they're losing money. Most of the time, whenever they open an operation, they made their analysis, they woke up, they were eager, they renewed their motivation. They said, today I'm gonna come on, give it my best, and today I'm gonna catch the market. Guess what? They do all that work, they click on the button, they click on sell or buy, and they lose money. And the next trade, same shit. Next trade, same shit. This is why trading is so difficult, so complex for most people, because those constant failures, those failing operations, they make the person lose his faith and he starts doing whatever. Then the person goes crazy and start just gambling, and this is when they end up quitting and or losing the complete portfolio. This is an example in trading, and I found that trading, uh, it was like a kind of mini simulation to life. I understood so many laws and so many things about life when I was trading. Not I understood, like I saw them in practice in the trading operation. The 4 years I was trading. They gave me great insight on my psychology. Let me see if this was working. Yeah, it's on. Okay. So if a person takes that as a failure, if he takes all those failing trades as really failures, as he's failing, he's not good, he's gonna be destroyed. His self confidence is gonna be destroyed, completely destroyed. And this is the mistake that most people fall into when they go about business, when they go about trying to lose weight, get fit, get a partner, uh, accomplish a goal, build a project, build a business, whatever. And the mental shift that I want you to get is this. This is the important part of the video. The mental shift I want you to remember. This can only happen, this damage to your self esteem can only happen if two things. One, you consider these things are failures, not detours, not lessons. The second thing is that you validate yourself through the final result, the end result. You validate yourself through the end result. You do not validate yourself through the effort that you put in. You don't validate yourself through the process that you're engaged in. You don't give props to yourself for learning, for waking up early, for putting the work, for taking care of your body, for trying to learn, for trying to talk to that person, for trying to open that business, for making the trades, or for just going to the fights and fighting, even if you get knocked out, you know, for trying to lose weight, trying to go on a diet, trying to hire a coach. You do not validate yourself through a process because nobody told you to do that. We live in a freaking materialistic world, you know, and you have been trained to look at the thing. If you got the thing, you're a stud. If you don't have it, you're shit. No, man. No, man. That's not how it happens. That's not how it happens. That's a wrong mindset. You should be validating yourself through your process of self development, through the process, through your journey. If you are waking up every morning and doing what has to be done, you're a winner. You won that day. If you wake up in the morning and you don't do what has to be done, you don't give it 100%, you lost that day. But a person that is giving it 100%, is doing everything on point, is executing everything that has to be executed that day, that guy, when the final result comes, before the final result shows up, whether favorable or unfavorable, he won already. He feels like a winner. Okay, and I was watching the other day a documentary about Ilya Topuria, the two division UFC world champion, okay, MMA guy, and he said the same thing. The guy, before his title fight, he was celebrating. He was literally in the hotel, sorry, in the restaurant or somewhere, I don't know, with his friends and family, celebrating. What are you celebrating, bro? He's celebrating the win. In his head, he won already. He went into a successful camp. He gave it 110% of his effort. He did everything that his coaches told him. He was on point. He knew how much work he put. He knew the belief that he had to have in himself. He knew that he was there the whole time. So he was celebrating before the fight. The day of the fight, when he went to the fight, he was already a winner in his head. Even if he lost, even if he had lost that fight, he would still be considering himself a winner because he won all those freaking days. He accumulated all those micro wins through all his training camp. And that's what you need to do. Through the journey, you have to accumulate wins every day. For me right now, making this video is a win because I know that this video is part of my job. It's part of me bringing value to the world so I can build my personal brand. I'm doing it. Me waking up in a certain hour every day before sunrise, praying, meditating, hitting a first workout, cardio. No, I didn't do cardio today. No, I did cardio today. And second workout, I did a push session midday, eating well, tracking my macros, studying, working, creating, answering my people, training with my clients. I'm doing everything on point. I'm not missing anything. I know I'm winning today, bro. The day is still long, but I know I'm winning. I already feel good about myself. Like during the whole process, I feel like a winner. So imagine 1 year from now. Imagine I expect to have, I don't know, a million followers on YouTube 1 year from now, but imagine I didn't get it. I don't give a shit, bro. I did the work every freaking day. I gave my best, bro. I did everything that has to be done. Everything that was told to me by my coaches. I'm doing it. I'm improving myself every day. I wake up with all the motivation in the world, all the persistence, the courage, and I do what I have to do. Do you know what I mean, bro? I'm validating myself through my process of self-development. I'm validating myself through my journey, through the work I put in, not through the end result. Okay? We need to learn how to detach from this. The moment you learn how to detach from this, whenever you hit a setback, and I don't call them failures, okay? Detours, setbacks, you're good, bro, because you've been putting the work. You respect yourself for putting the work, and then you understand that those setbacks, they're just detours. They're just showing you that's not the way. You're gonna figure it out, not the way. You figure it out, or maybe this is the way, but you need to figure out something about yourself, fix something in you, so you can come back and then continue the journey. That's how it works. This is how it works. Just understanding this mindset, just understanding this, what I talked to you in these 11 minutes. If you paid attention, it's gonna make you're gonna feel relief. If you paid attention today, not right now, you're gonna feel relief. You're gonna feel like, oh, I'm not a failure. I'm just on my journey. And now what you have to do is put in the work. Put in the freaking work. You need to be sure that you're putting the work, the proper work. Not just the stupid work. Just not any work. You need to be sure that you're putting the exact work. Like for example, if you're training for a boxing fight, you need to make sure that you're training with a good coach and you're executing what the coach is telling you. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're preparing for a fight but you're doing a type of training that is not uh, suitable for your type of competition, then you're not doing the proper work. Okay? If you're trying to lose fat, trying to get in shape, but you're gonna have to do cardio every day, and this is I don't know, this is what you read online, this is what somebody told you, and you think you're doing the work, but no, this is not the work. You have to do the right work. You have to execute the right blueprint. That's why you need to go to somebody that understands, that have the results you want, understand what he's talking about, and get the blueprint from him. Once you get the blueprint from him, when you execute it, you know that you're executing the right thing. You know you're not just doing random work. Okay? Make sense or no? Answer me in the comments, bro. Guys, don't be shy. Answer me in the comments and let me know if what I'm saying makes sense or no. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts, guys. This was the video for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, peace.